Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Dominions 5. We are playing Late Age Man. This would be roughly turn. I loaded the file that is labeled 9, but I think this actually means turn 10. It's a winter, so that makes sense. You start in spring. Yeah, roughly turn 10. Anyways, this is us trying to take over the lake from Lemuria with our with our guys. He has this guy. I don't think this is PD. I think that's an actual guy. But yeah, smash. I'm not sure if this is just his PD. But yeah, we take this lake because it's right near our territory. That's why I take it. And then, of course, Marignan doesn't just take one guy. He just keeps expanding right into my guys. Now, this is just one PD in here, so there's nothing to watch. Just like Marignan being a jerk. So now I'm -2 from Marignan. And he's +2 compared to me. And also remember, there's still that other army that I screwed up with, right? Now, what's this? This is me. Oh, this is this province over here. And these guys are on attack rear. That's... Actually, it's probably good that they got interrupted here because they brought... actually, I say that, but maybe not. Apparently it wasn't. So we got unlucky on a morale check on our heavy cav. However, the heavy cav did save everybody else. And I'm pretty sure we win this battle anyways. Yeah, we win the battle, but we lose the heavy cav. Wait, how did we lose 5 tower guards? Alright, I missed that. Let's watch that again. Alright, here are the tower guards. What happens to these guys? This guy, by the way, is, I think his script is just bless and then fire. So he has precision 17. For every precision beyond 10, the bonus is like double. So this guy like never misses, which is pretty funny. Yeah, I still... It says I lose 5 of these guys. What? And... Alright, so either there's something messed up with the file. It says I lose 5 tower guards and none of the knights, when clearly I lost 2 of the knights and none of the tower guards. So, who knows? Let's see what actually happened here. Yeah, that's what happened. So that is very mysterious to me. I can't explain it. Okay, so now this is Marignan. So Marignan, the jerk, has moved up here. And he's taken this province, which basically also cuts off the 47 gold income from this province. So, like, what the hell? This is just awful. Yeah, so that happened. We are continuing to site search over here. Let's see. Oh, unexpected event. Low tax. These are the usual bad events that you get when you take misfortune scales. So yeah, so that's awful. We are... Scout has taken over palisade construction here, and I'm building a lab, which I think is a little early. I don't need the lab for another few turns, but I guess that's what I do. And then... Because I lost the heavy... Because I lost the defenders here, I felt I could not continue against Indies. Maybe it was also partly because this looks like a pretty big pile of Indies, and I wasn't confident the 5 knights could handle it. It's borderline. I kind of feel like maybe they could. I'm not sure. And these guys have heavy infantry with crossbows. Maybe I felt it was too risky. But I decide to move back. So, okay, a few things. I decide to move back. And honestly, I'm not sure at this time if I was deciding to do that. I'm not sure what the logistics plan was. Clearly, what I've decided to do is, okay, a couple of things. So here, the reinforcing army has assembled. and I've reorganized. I put all the random melee crap together, and we are going to just keep expanding this way, right? And I'm thinking, all right, now Mario's going to leave me alone, right? He's going to go take this stuff and do whatever. But then I see this, and I realize, okay, he's got more Sacreds and Crossbowmen up here. He still hasn't taken this province. Like, I don't understand what he's doing, but clearly he's gunning for me. And I'm thinking, like, yeah, well, he's like, I guess I know at this point he's from here, but I'm like, why are you like, I don't know. I'm this is a very unfortunate situation with Manuel. But I decided, well, I might as well take this because he has an awake dragon, remember, right? So I can't, like, I don't have anything that's going to kill an awake dragon at this point. So I have to basically run away. So I run away here. But what I've decided to do is to try to be sneaky, because these Sacred Commanders, in addition to having 110 leadership, inspirational, 17 precision crossbows, are also stealthy. And I have stealthy dudes, these guys. So my plan, I guess I was trying to have some fun here, is I'm just going to go and, like, take these provinces back from him when he doesn't put any PD in them, you know, behind enemy lines. But that means that I'm slowing down my expansion here, because if I hadn't, then what I could have done is taken this guy and met up here with, like, some other soldiers. I'm sure I had some crazy logistics plan worked out for all this, but right now when I look at it, this seems a bit of a waste. I could have claimed some more land up here. Anyways, at this point, now that I've got all my cap circle, I can recruit a ton of stuff every turn, and that's what I'm doing. So clearly I'm putting these two together to form another strong army. It's going to have some archery backup. It's going to have some meat in front, so that's going to be a pretty decent army. So that is this turn. We are quickly approaching the end of year 1. Let's continue. I think the next one, I think this was 9. Let's go to 10. Yeah, I think this is the next one. So this makes sense. So first of all, okay, we found a magic site. We found a Death One magic site. So I should mention at this point that we've searched, yeah, 3 provinces, and we've gotten like 1 earth and 1 death. Not amazing so far, the death income. It's okay, but like not amazing. Oh, I'll talk about research in a second too. I should have talked about that earlier. Okay, here our scout sees what Ulm is packing, and Ulm has a bit of a weird formation. I also don't know if this is the original Ulm player or the guy who subbed. I mean, clearly it's enough to kill. I think this is overkill. I don't think you need such a huge army, but I can't blame him. I clearly had bad logistics on my side. So Ulm. LA Ulm, unlike earlier Ulm, actually has crossbows. Well, MA Ulm does too, but they're expensive, and they're guys that are called crossbows actually have arbalists that shoot every 3 turns. They're pretty bad, and they have guys with crossbows that are expensive because they have siege. So anyways, usually Ulm doesn't make range units, but LA Ulm has perfectly reasonable crossbows with 12 precision. Very nice. And he's got a bunch of Morningstar melee guys to eat in front. But it's weird that these are in line and not these guys. Anyways, I don't understand his formation, but whatever. It's gonna kill this. So yeah, 2735 seems a bit excessive. This could be half the size and still do the job. And then here we yes. Let's talk about this in just a second. First, let's watch our expansion battle here. Yeah, so this is my reconstituted army with a bunch of barbs. By the way, barbs are like, they're undisciplined, but 24 crushing damage is pretty awesome. So, yeah, they kind of, this army chews stuff up, so I think we lose like 2 barbarians, but they did a lot of the killing, so good on them. And then at this point, I'm like, oh my god, Marignon didn't actually attack me this turn. That is fantastic. But I don't trust that he's not going to attack me, so whatever. Okay, so now we know where Ulm is, or like roughly where he is. Like he must be up here somewhere, right? So we border Ulm to the north. Lemuria, we have discovered his cap is here. He's already got a fort up here. Now, we were a bit late getting our forts up, but I now realize that the reason was that I knew this was high income. Now, I should have taken it early, But I was waiting to make my first fort to make it in this high-income province. That's clearly what happened. Anyways, we need to talk about Lemuria in just a second. I'm making more scouts, and I'm trying to see what Marignan is up to. Now, clearly, Ulm and Marignan border each other here. And Tianqi, we've discovered, is down here. Now, Tianqi also has not yet cleared his cap circle, but 50 units, crossbow and heavy cav, that might be very scary. So, I don't know. Plus, he has to worry about Lemuria too. And we now discover that we border Lemuria over here. Okay, let's watch this battle. And let's talk about Lemuria. So, this is underwaters, whatever. Okay, so Lemuria, remember, free spawn. They just get random stuff, okay? Let's look at some of the random stuff that they get. So all their things are ethereal. Ethereal is awful because basically 75% of non-magical hits basically don't do any damage, is the best way to explain it. So they've got a bunch of different units. I guess we'll look at it. We'll look at it in the list here. So they've got some sort of soldier guys. These guys actually have javelins and spears, and these weapons are magic, but MR blocks some damage. So if you have a nation that has good MR, then that's great. But magic damage is pretty awesome because it does go through like a lot of special things. Anyways, they don't have any armor, but they also have a shield, right? But these guys are ethereal, man. That's so annoying. Okay, anyways, so they have Principe. Principe is basically the same thing. Okay, just more like random light infantry, spectral light infantry. They've got a guy, like these are all based on like the old armies, right? So they have this guy, normally standard would give you morale bonus, but I guess he doesn't have it because he's a ghost. These guys are skirmishers, so these are all based on the same units that used to be part of the sort of Ermor style, the Roman-inspired nations from before, so nothing too different here, okay? And they also get other things. They get shades, which do steal strength. They get spirits, which do paralyze. And apparitions, which have touch of leprosy, which puts disease. Yeah, just like a ton of random ethereal stuff. Now he's got, and his commander, of course, is also ethereal, right? And magic power, whatever. And then he's got just sort of death commanders, right? And priests, that's okay. Anyway, so of course I can't kill these things because my guys, like, these guys are solid troops, but they do poison, and poison doesn't do shit against 25 poison resist undead, and I just can't hit anything because they're all ethereal, right? Yeah, so... And in fact, they just, in addition, we get pretty unlucky and just HP route right away for some reason. So that's just awful. So now you have a taste of what we're up against Lemuria, which is a ton of ethereal undead. Yep. Good times ahead. And clearly, I'm going to lose this province because you can just take it, right? I don't have anything to reinforce because it's underwater. And we still don't have, like, any air income. Oh, for some reason... Maybe, did I get this as a random event, or did I forge it? I'm not sure. Maybe I forged this. Oh, yeah, I forged this. Because I was thinking... remember, I have to deal with... two problems. I've got Marignan being a jerk over here, and I'm close to Lemuria, right? And so my idea to deal with Marignan is, well, he's got an Awake Dragon. Can we see it this turn? No, we can't. So how am I going to kill an Awake Dragon? Well, the nice thing about Awake Dragons is you can actually target them with orders, right? Because you can do attack flyers or attack large monsters. And so my idea is, well, I have air gems. Why don't I make some weapons? Some heavy armor negating. Like, instead of armor piercing, this is armor negating. So it's just gonna attack. It's just gonna hit the dragon because it has precision 10 plus my precision. Like, this is like precision infinity. And armor negating magic damage. So that's my plan, to have something against the Awake Dragon Expander. Yeah, that. So at this point, I'm not feeling too good about this game. I still haven't. Am I moving to take this? I'm not sure. Let's see what I was planning to do. Okay, we are moving these guys to site search. Here, I am moving an army in this direction because I do plan on either moving this way or that way. I want to actually expand over here, so I am moving an army this way. Here we have expanded down here, or we finally took this. This guy's moving and sneaking in here, and I'm planning to expand more to the north that way. So that's it for this turn. Let's fit in another turn. I think 11 is the next one. Yeah, probably. Aha. Oh, I forgot to talk about research. Okay, let's go through the turn, then talk about research. Or maybe we'll do research next episode. So, as you can see, we bump with Ulm. Obviously, our battle, we lost a bunch of barbarians. But whatever, this isn't interesting. And then I bump against Ulm. Now, normally, you should, like, talk first. Unfortunately, my guys don't make it to the back ranks. However, they're pretty awesome, but they can't quite stand up to... So these guys, even though my guys have high defense... Oh, you missed it. My guys have high defense, but these guys actually have decent attack, because they actually have a 12 attack. So that's why they actually are able to hit my knights eventually. We do rout their infantry, and then I think... yeah, we do rout them. So we win the bump, but we lose half of our heavy cav. So obviously we caused him more economic damage than they did to us, but this kind of really slows down our army. And then, of course, he takes the lake back over. And then... yes, okay, just the theme here. So a local slave lord is seeking retribution for his sins, so he donates some virgins to your cause. So, like... Sorry, this random has nothing to do with strategy, but that's really funny, right? Because I can imagine, like, he wants absolution for his sins, but clearly he doesn't understand what the sin is, and so he thinks by giving what did he think the sin was? Clearly, like, blood slaves are not a bad thing. He's just giving them to you, right? So, like, what did he think was the sin he was absolving himself of if he just gives you the slave, right? Anyway, that's just kind of a funny, like, philosophical thing. Anyways, but apparently in New Spring, a barbarian horde has unexpectedly, whatever, barbarians. So, where's this? Over here. Alright, so we've had one random event that lost us this province. Another random event now has lost us this province. Again, to be fair, I don't know if I put any PD here, but yeah, pretty bad. I think at this point, I do talk to Ulm, and I say, oh, no, I do have the orders. And I talk to Ulm, and I say, oh, sorry about the bump. And then we say, yeah, so Lemuria, huh? And so we kind of agree, like, yeah, we should team up against Lemuria. But he kind of says, I have great research. I'm just going to wait and research until I get Evocation 6, and then I'll go after him. So, I mean, on the good side, I don't have to worry about this border with him, about him attacking me. But on the bad side, he's like, yeah, but I'm not going to go right away against Lemuria, which sucks. Meanwhile, in Marigno land, I still don't understand how he has not taken this province, or this one. But apparently, he's had his dragon here for 2 turns also, and he's building a fort here. So I kind of don't quite get what Marigno is doing. He doesn't need to take this from me because I'm not getting income from it anyways. Anyways, who knows? So I have decided to attack this province. Because here I see that he has the local defense is very strong and well organized, and these guys, these guys, let's talk about this for a bit. So these guys are short bows with precision 12, which is very good, and then dual wielders. So the point is so there's a few points here, but the main point is weaken them and then mob the survivors. Now, there are a few things I've done here also. I've put them in skirmish. This is so that if melee comes, there will be a few guys in front who will die, but the guys in the back will still be shooting arrows, basically. Also, it's harder for archers to hit you, to kill more of you when you're spread out, so that's that. And then I have set them so yeah, I have them firing, but maybe if they're going to be this far back, they might as well be holding fire because nothing's going to be close. They're going to run forward anyway, so that's a bit silly. I have them like this to be sure that anything that's on attack rear doesn't kill my commander right away. So anything that comes here is going to be intercepted by my guys. And yeah, but mainly he doesn't have any army, so this is going to kill these things anyways. I mean, like, my guys should win this, right? So I'm sneak attacking here. Meanwhile, this army that I had moved out last turn is moving down here to take this province that Marigny hasn't taken for some reason. Now, he could fly his dragon, I think. When his dragon could get here, and probably should, but he hasn't. And I have enough spies to know that he doesn't have an army here that's going to attack this, so that's why I feel comfortable taking it. Meanwhile, I am kind of freaking out because this Palisades only has 1 month left to go, and I don't want this to come and kill my army. So although I had a second big stealth army ready to go and try to deal with Marigny, I send it here so that in addition to the PD, hopefully it's able to... and I'm not only moving... So if you look here, I'm moving a bunch of mages too. Actually, not a bunch, but a few mages also. And so the idea is... and I script everybody... And the idea is if he does attack me, I'll be able to push them back with mage support. And moving the mages here is... I mean, yeah, I lose 1 turn of research, but there's a lab here, so they can start researching right away. So it's not the end of the world. And I've got my priest here ready to fire. And yeah, let's talk about... I guess let's talk about research quickly. This episode is a bit longer than the last ones. But, so remember, I went construction 2. And then I went... why did I get enchantment 1? Oh, I got enchantment 1 maybe so that my death guys could do something useful with their lives. Animate skeleton. Then I went evocation 2 so that in case I got in an early war, I could use lightning bolt. Basically, is the reason. And then alteration 4, because alteration 4 gets us wind guide, which my mages can cast, and obviously goes well with all our archery stuff, so that's sort of a no-brainer. So yeah, so that is this turn. So here I'm trying to defend against the ghosts, because this would be a very tempting target, right? If he knew how valuable it was. And I've pumped a bit of PD in here as well. I am recruiting, I'm still recruiting heavy cav and archers, because I'm still thinking of expansion. Although, honestly, in hindsight, maybe I'd be... I talked up the defenders a lot in the tower guards, and I still haven't made any. So, after 1 year, we have a tiny kingdom. 1, 2... This doesn't count, right? I'm not getting income. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 guys. 7 provinces. No forts. This is a terrible beginning. Hopefully, we'll be able to turn it around in the second year of this game. I will see you shortly then. Take care.